Welcome to the Michele Roys Show.
Hello and welcome to another Michele Roys Show. I am so happy to have you here today. And my friends, we're talking about health setbacks. And I'm sure, like myself, we have plenty of them, right? But what are the lessons that we can glean from them? I want to share 3 lessons that I was able to glean from my own recent setbacks in my health. And I hope it can help you in whatever you're doing, whatever you're dealing with. So my friend, please take some little time now to get yourself comfortable and let's join in. So, I think we have this misconception of what health really is, right? We feel like healing is meant to be a linear process. But I think it's really, really not that simple. I think it's more like the flight of the Bumblebee, if that music goes. It's just everywhere. It's kind of like a spiral in a way, or just all zigzags and in between. And sometimes, I don't know if you feel like myself, you might feel that you're getting a hold of what your illness is or what your new diagnosis is, and you're kind of managing it a little bit better. And then bang, something comes in and just totally moves you out of context, right? My recent experience with my health, it's been one thing after another. And I've, through it all, gradually been getting better, I suppose. But like I shared with the previous podcast, with the whole costochondritis and my different, health scare being in the A&E again, just feeling like my body's just not happy at the moment. It really made me pause. And pausing, I think, is something that we don't give ourselves much permission to do. If you're like me in any way, shape or form, type A personality, go, 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 go. Pausing, it's really difficult. And the problem is we miss out on important lessons for ourselves. We miss out on the goodness that our own body is trying to teach us, right? And for me, having to stop and think about this whole setback, when I feel like I was making a little bit more stride and starting to get a little better routine for myself, and then my body decided, I think you're going at a very fast pace, Michele, slow down. I had to stop. I had to really take account, and I think it's important to be able to see that. One of the misconceptions we feel is that rest is not something we can afford, right? But I think that's so far from the truth. We need rest. Our body needs rest. Our mind needs rest. Our spirits needs rest. We all rest. Even God rested on the 7th day. Why can't we rest? And when we're already going through struggles and our body's already having a very difficult time with whatever illness we're dealing with, that pause, it's saying, just let me be, let me reset, and it's okay. That's one of the main things I really struggle myself with, of not allowing my own mind to take over, say, no, you can't really rest, or you rested enough. What are you doing? You're not good, or even just saying you're lazy because you're resting. All those things that are really far from the truth. You're not lazy. Not at all. You're tending to the most precious thing that you have, which is your body. And you need to allow yourself to take that rest. Whatever it means. If it's sleeping, or just taking a cat nap, or power nap, or walking outside, being in nature, or just disconnecting from the internet, from social media, from everything. Whatever it is for you, it's important to find out. Right? So for me during this time, it's been a time of reflection, right? It's been a time of thinking, wow, what can I learn from this? My body's asking me something. What can I give it? So the first thing is definitely understanding that healing is not a linear process. Healing could be a spiral, maybe better than a linear line. It could be the flight of the Bumblebee, because for me, that's always what it signifies if I think about it, and it helps my brain to just assimilate, okay, it's going to take time. It's going to be in its own time, and that's okay. And I just wanted to say that to you, my friend. It's okay. Wherever you are right now, you are exactly where you have to be. And right now, the fact that you're tending to yourself, that's kudos to you. That's amazing. That's part of the process. We have to learn to be not only kind to ourselves, loving to ourselves, but giving ourselves space so that we can heal and that we can get better in different ways for ourselves, right? So yeah, for the first point I wanted to bring is that rest is not weakness. It's actually essential for us to take that time, to make that time. And for each of us is different what rest means. So it's finding out, what does it mean for me? How can I find rest? What's the best way for me to find rest for myself, right? And point number 2, which is a big one for me, letting go of perfectionism in every way. So I'm a recovering perfectionist, and I have to remind myself daily that's okay. That small steps and small strides are better than nothing, right? But with having that perfectionism saying, oh, you're not good enough, you're not doing this enough, you're not pushing yourself hard enough, you're not doing enough exercise, you haven't eaten all this, that, or the other, what does it do? It saps away of the things that I have been able to do. Do you find that sometimes in your own journey? I haven't eaten all the anti-inflammatory foods that I'm supposed to be eating, and I haven't gone to the gym, and I haven't lifted any weights for like months or more. So that's the perfectionism just kind of beating up inside there. But guess what? I can tell her I hear her. I know she's trying to help me, but at the same time, I can offer myself grace and compassion for the things that I am able to do, that I am able to show up for myself. Back to, I am able to make my bed. I got dressed today. I've been to church. I got in touch with my friends. All these different things that are so important, and they're small, and maybe you might feel insignificant, and you feel that your progress is as slow as a slug. But hey, guess what? The slug is still moving forward, isn't she? So it's turtle power, slug power, whatever it is. So perfectionism is something that we have to really let go of and really give ourselves that compassion and love that we deserve, because we are doing the best we can. Even if it's small, tiny increments, we're still doing something. We're still moving forward, still showing up for ourselves, which is so, so important. And I suppose number 3, it's again, faith, trust, and surrendering. Wow. Having faith that God has us in the palm of his hands, that he has a perfect timing for us. Even when we feel that he's being silenced and he's not doing anything, and like we've asked, pleaded, and everything else, but he's not there. Actually, he is. He's right next to you, my love. He's right there helping you, encouraging you, strengthening you. And through it all, he will make a way for you, for me, for all of us. But we just have to keep believing, keep having faith, right? And the Bible says if you have faith as this tiny seed of mustard seed, you can ask the mountains to be moved and it will be moved. A lot of times for my own journey, especially when the pain is so hard, it's just trusting that God is going to take care of me, that He is going to make a way for the next few seconds, the next few minutes, for the next hour, for the next day, and so on and so forth. I can't think about, 10 years ahead of me right now, because that's a lot for me to process. But today, He's here with me today. Can I have faith for today? Absolutely. Can I trust that He's going to take care of me? 100%. And can I have compassion on myself for the growth that I have, even if it's small? I can. And so can you. Now, that's not to say or negate the fact that I can get very frustrated when I have a setback. When I feel like, gosh, I've been doing so well. I felt like my body was finally, working in a nice baseline with myself. And then you take another boof, you get hit from one side or another, and you're back again. And I know how hard it can be. So I don't want to minimize that. I was very frustrated and disappointed, and, having to go back to doctors and the waiting list, all these different things that come along with this journey. But at the same time, I was able to go through it. I had God next to me. I was able to apply the lessons that I've been learning in this last almost 7 years of my journey to calm myself, breathe into the situation, let it go, and trust that all things will still work out for good, for my good, because I love God. And I know that He's going to take care of you as well. So I don't want to negate the emotional toil that comes with setbacks, especially in our healing journey. But I do want to tell you, my friend, that there's some solutions as well. And one of them is exactly what I'm saying to you right here. 1, rest, allowing yourself to rest. 2, let go of perfectionism. Please give yourself compassion and love for all the progress you are making. And 3, trust, have faith, and continue surrendering. Surrendering to what it is, accepting where you are right now, and being grateful for it. That's what a slow acceptance is. It's not accepting that you're not going to get better. No, I'll never accept that, but I can accept that I am where I am right now, and I have room to grow, and that God is going to continue leading me to solutions. Because I keep my mind open, I keep myself curious, I want to find solutions, and I think it's so important. But most of all, I think one of the great benefits of taking that time to pause and reflect for ourselves and these moments of setbacks is actually we can go inside, we can listen. Hey, what do you need right now? Body, what are you trying to tell me? Have I been letting go of some appointments, perhaps, following up on the appointments? Have you, my friend? Are there some appointments that you should probably follow up on? Or some check-ins that you are probably delaying or don't want to go to? Listen to your body. It's trying to show you something. And I feel if as fast as we can learn this, having this dialogue with ourselves and really honoring ourselves, because we're beautifully and wonderfully made. And God has given us everything we need to go over all our tribulations, all our struggles, our difficulties with His grace. So listen, tune in, because you have inside of you everything you need to overcome every obstacle that you're faced, whatever it is. And we can always show gratitude and kindness to others. So my friend, if anything, make sure to make that appointment. Follow up on whatever it is that you have to follow up on yourself. Honor yourself in your body, and even let the setbacks be a time for you to reflect and see how you can continue growing. I'm praying for you, my friend. And if this message resonated with you, please do share it. Let me know in the comments as well. I'd love to hear from you, or DM me on my Instagram at micheleroys.com and Instagram micheleroys.com as well, my website, and get in touch. Let me know, what are you doing? How are you honoring your body? How are you honoring setbacks in your health journey? And let's remember, we're not alone. We're here for each other, and we rise together. May God bless and keep you. Have a beautiful week, and until next week. Go.
This was the Michele Roys Show.